In this lecture, we are going to take a look at deauthentication attacks. Deauthentication attacks are very useful as they allow us to disconnect any device from any network that is within our Wi-Fi range. Now, to perform the attacks, we spoof our MAC address to get the target to be the target MAC address. That is the target being the client that we want to disconnect. We pretend to be the client and then we send a deauthentication packet to the router, telling the router that we want to disconnect. Also, at the same time, we spoof our MAC address to the access point MAC address and tell the target client that it needs to re-authenticate itself. Then the connection will be lost. To carry out this attack, we will be using a tool called AirPlay-ng. But first of all, we need to run error.ng on the target network because we want to see which client are connected to it. However, this time we don't need to write the --right option. All we need is the error.ng, which is the name of the tool, then the channel that the access point is running on, and then the MAC address of the access point, which is using the --bssid flag. All right. So first of all, we put our SSL network adapter in monitor mode. So let me check in which mode is it currently. So I'm going to run the command sudo iwconfig. I'm going to enter my password. Okay, so I can see that it is in manage mode. So I need to put it in monitor mode. So I'm going to run the command sudo ifconfig. First of all, put the interface down. Now I'm going to run the command on check kill to make sure that any process. Okay, sudo ng check kill. Now, as we have seen earlier, this command will ensure that any process that will interfere with the interface being in monitor mode, it will kill that particular process. So any process that will interfere with our interface card, now this command will kill that particular process. Okay, so now we can resolve our interface. So sudo ifconfig LAN0 up. Okay, so now next we put it in using ng. We are going to put it in monitor mode. So I'm going to run the command sudo ng start LAN0. Alright, so currently it's now in monitor mode. Now I'm going to run the command error.ng to know the stations that are currently connected to this particular access point. So to enter this command, I'm going to write sudo error.ng. Then I'm going to enter the channel that this particular access point is running on. So --channel, and I'm going to get the channel. I already saved it on a screenshot here. Okay, so it is running on channel, as we have seen previously. It's running in channel 6. So the channel is 6. Next, I'm going to write the MAC address of the access point, which within the --bssid flag. So bssid. I'm going to enter the MAC address of the access point, which is 56 ef92 b0 3f 8b. Okay, next I'm going to enter the name of the interface, which is LAN0mon, and then I'll just hit enter. Okay, so I happen to have this error, failed initialization wireless card. So I'm going to remove the interface card from the computer and then put it back and then run the commands all over again, starting from the beginning. So I put my my wireless interface card in monitor mode. Now I'm going to run the command sudo and then followed by error.ng, and then followed by the channel that the access point is running on, channel, which is 6, channel 6, and then followed by the BSSID of the access point, which is the MAC address of the access point. P56EF 56EF 56EF92 56EF92 B0 and then 3F 8B. Okay, so now and then next I'm going to write the name of the interface card, which is in monitor mode, which is LAN 0 mon. Then I'll just hit press enter. All right, so error.ng is currently running on the interface, our wireless interface card, and it is monitoring all the packet in this particular station, in this particular access point. Next, we are going to run AirPlay-ng to dissociate one of the devices from the network. We can run it to dissociate all of the devices, but I find out that when we do that, it doesn't really dissociate all of them because there are too many targets to dissociate. So we are going to select one target, and then using AirPlay-ng, we will add the -deauth, which is a flag for deauthentication attack, and then put the number of the deauthentication packet. We are going to put a very large number to keep the device disconnected. Then we are going to put the target access point, that is the MAC address of our target, and then the source or the other, and then the client MAC address. That is the device that we want to disconnect. So basically, this is just the command. We just write AirPlay-ng, and then okay, so sudo and then AirPlay-ng, followed by the deauthentication switch, deauth, telling AirPlay-ng that we want to carry out the authentication attack. Then we write the number of the authentication packet that we want to send, and then next we write the number, the name, the MAC address of the access point. So we know the MAC address is 56, then EF90, EF90, B0, and then 3F8B, 3F8B. Okay, now next we are going to write the client's MAC address by using this -c switch. Then we write the MAC address of the station, that is the client that is connected to this particular access point. 24EC99, 24EC99, that's 2BF, 32BF, 32BF, pipe E, and then pipe E. All right, so this is the MAC address of the client, which is one of the client that is currently connected to this particular access point with MAC address 56EF92B03F8B. So sending this particular command will now deauthenticate this particular client from the access point. So next we need to write the interface, which is LAN 0 mon, which is the name of our interface card, which is in monitor mode, and then just we just press enter. Now I need to enter my password, and then we hit enter. Spell the name of the MAC address of the access point. So the access point. So let me go over the command again. 56EF is 92. It's 92. 56B at 92. 92 B03F8V. 92 B03F8V. All right. So it's 92, not 90. So I'll just press enter. Okay, so as we can see, the AirPlay-ng is now sending the authentication packet to the one of the station that is connected to this particular access point. Okay, so basically it is my own laptop, the host computer that is connected to this particular access point, and as you can see, it has lost connectivity. It has been disconnected from the access point. This is the access point that I was connected to, and you can see this particular command that we run has disconnected it from the access point. So basically, this is how we make use of the deauthentication attack to deauthenticate, to disconnect any device that we want that is connected to a particular access point that is connected to a particular wireless network. So to stop the AirPlay-ng from running, all we have to do is just we just press Ctrl+C, key combination, Ctrl and then the C, and then it will stop And then, as you can see, the computer, computer that is connected to the access point, which is my host computer, has reconnected back to the particular access point, which is the pound network, wireless network that we are testing against.